What's going on, y'all? My name is Mark. This is my Suzuki SV650, and today we're going to talk about tires. Let's go. So this SV650 came shod with Dunlop tires, and I have a very checkered history with Dunlop tires. My Z900 RS had Dunlop tires, and I did not like them. My ZX4RR had Dunlop tires, and they were okay. And while this chassis is very, very forgiving, and you can go back and look at my original new bike day video and you can see how happy I was with it, I felt like Dunlop tires were not going to allow me to exploit the full potential of the SV650 over time. So I chose something else. And the tires I did choose for the SV650 were the Continental Road Attack 4s, a hyper touring tire. And these tires are supposed to give you amazing traction in the dry and excellent traction in a variety of other conditions such as cooler road temps and perhaps rain. I've never owned any tires this nice. Never owned any hyper or sport touring tires. And the main reason is they're really stinking expensive. These things were nearly $500 shipped to my door. And that was from a popular online retailer that offered a discount. And then I had to pay $90 more to have them mounted and balanced at a local motorcycle shop, and that was after I put them in the back of my truck and took them to the shop to save some money. And what I want to find out today is, are these tires worth the very, very high cost of admission? And there's only one way to do that, and that is to get on this bike in this beautiful spring weather and go for a ride. Now, I've got some decent roads around me. I don't have time to go hit the Dragon or anything, but I think I should be able to figure out how they feel, how well they grip, and, how sticky are they as we're breaking them in. Now, the Road Attack 4 tires are supposed to break in very, very fast. They are made out of a single compound that is cured at a different rate on the outside of the tire from the inside of the tire. So hopefully we'll be able to exploit a little bit of the tire today as I go for one of my first rides and find out, are these tires worth the high cost of admission? So without further ado, I'm going to suit up. Let's go. So what do I think about these Continental Road Attack 4s so far? Well, I can tell you they're sure sight stickier than the Dunlops that were on this bike, even in the dry and in similar temperatures, because this is pretty close to the temperature that it was the first day I rode this bike. And I'm detecting none of the limitations on the braking that I had out of the gate. When I got this bike, I couldn't apply the back brake very effectively when I wanted to. Any back brake input at all would bring the back tire into a situation where the bike was loose. And although I don't use the back brake a lot, it's good to know that I've got a lot more back there than I had before when I need it. Unfortunately, I'm stuck behind traffic right now, so we'll get to some more spirited riding in a minute. But so far, these things stick so good, and the road feel is amazing. I cannot get over how insanely confident I am on this bike with this mediocre suspension that they bless the SV650 with, or curse it with, depending upon how you look at it. Everything right now is working really, really, really well. And I wish these cars would get out of my damn way. And of course there's a Jeep here. And now we lose the passing zone. But anyhow, yeah, this thing is amazing. And I really think that the next step on this bike is going to be suspension. Now, I don't know if I'll tackle that during the riding season. I'll probably wait until I get a little tired of this bike at least and want to ride something else, maybe do some more dual sporting. And I'm not sure when I decide to work on the suspension what I'm going to go with. Am I going to go with just some drop-in cartridges up front? Am I going to go with something more robust, like a GSXR fork swap? I'd like to do that, but I'm worried that the bike will be offline for too long a period of time, and I don't want to lose a lot of opportunities on this bike this year. Maybe I can get lucky and find somebody that has upgraded from a drop-in cartridge setup on stock forks to a Gixxer setup and crib that off of them, and that'll be a really easy swap, obviously. All right, we're gonna go around this guy. This bike's got plenty of power to get yourself killed. I don't know that I'd recommend this to a new rider. This thing has got some serious guts for a 650. It's shocking. It's so easy to just wail on it. And I know I'm talking about tires, but like I was saying, I think we are going to exceed the chassis limitations now that we have amazing rubber on this bike. And that is always the quagmire you find yourself in. Upgrade one thing and expose the weakness somewhere else, whether that's a weakness in terms of strength if you're doing a power upgrade, or in terms of capability of handling if you're doing something like this. Try to be respectful of the mill people that are hanging out in the middle of the road like it's a parking lot. When I get deep into a corner, I'm definitely feeling a little unnerved by the lack of dampening in the suspension. I'm gonna have to deal with that. The bike kind of bobbles before it settles, but that is not any fault of the tires so much as it is the tires revealing the limitations of this chassis. But you can still ride this thing extremely quickly, quicker than I can ride it, that's for sure. Somebody with a little more cojones, a little less age, and a little less desire to live into old age would probably push this bike a lot harder than I've been pushing it this morning. But the tires are breaking in, so I want to be considerate of that. But I will say, for a tire that has less than 30 miles on it, these things feel remarkably good. I can't wait to break them in, which Continental says happens at about 100 miles, if I remember correctly. So y'all, that's pretty much it. I am tickled, to use a southern term, with these tires. I think Continental's done a great job. These tires are really nice. I'm really curious how they're going to hold up, so I'll do a 1-year review when it's time, assuming that they last 1 year. And if anything happens along the way that is negative with these tires, I will let y'all know. I don't recommend things on my channel, but I do suggest that you take a look at these tires. I think if you are willing to spend the money, you're gonna like what you get. So that's it. Please subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. It would really help me out. And until next time, y'all, watch out for cagers and ride safe. Oh dear. Not good. All right. there's two of them.